Welcome to Happy Valley, State College, Pennsylvania. Yes, zone, fired up, stands starting to fill, and they are ready to see the Penn State Nittany Lions take the field to kick off this new season. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Mustangs will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First down here for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch at the 30. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right
Damn.
there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end
I thought somebody was tumbling down the third.
He was going down. Great job form time.
He wants to throw here on second down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's got an open man. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking.
They'll test the right side. At the 20, he's got space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse's going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit in this game.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Fighting off the defender. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
On 3rd down, going up top. Fires toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Fires on the move. Working on the right. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon. There's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The give to the back. The Mustangs are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Wide open downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50 burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to just figure something out.
He wants to throw. Intercepted. Didn't get a
What's
chance
good,
to
Austin?
show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
Where you been at?
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember
You should hit me.
your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Good job running tough and behind his
You want
pass as
it?
he gets up to the 38-yard
You
line.
want it?
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if
He ain't called me. He lying. He lying like a
they
motherfucker.
will just add up.
Bro, you ain't called me. You ain't called me, bro.
And ultimately get some points.
I'll show you my shit right now. You ain't called me, nigga.
The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
I have no call from you.
Start there with the physicality, the ground game.
The one call I had from you was at 5:11. We talked at 5:19, and that was it.
Bringing that lunch pail.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10.
No, you didn't. We talked after that. So what you saying?
They're working that left side.
And that's a good job by the drag route there.
We talked 4:19. We talked. I answered.
Run across the field. He settles down
So,
into an open spot, making it easy
what that
for his
mean?
quarterback.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
Ghoster.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Wants to bring it back. He gets it out to
What
the
they say,
17,
Ghost?
the cover unit right there to make the stop.
But the rumor mill hitting on say you be cheating.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Out of the gun, they'll run
You can't be talking about me.
Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
You play with me and I shot on the 50. Like 1 for 6.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And he's able to shed one tackle and get some pretty good pickup.
I've been thinking about that myself.
That's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Nittany Lions going
The
back
double
to
rep gives me about 3 or 4 games.
They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David. Now trying to put something together.
Well, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers. Like, you don't want to see them very often. Those are not guys that we want to see on the field. We want to do something else and be a little bit more productive offensively here.
I think, David, on this drive, the quarterback's just got to settle down. These last few drives, looks like he's seeing ghosts. We've seen him force the football. He's missed a couple of throws. He needs to just take a deep breath and play within himself.
He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout.
Got me.
To the left.
And that nigga slow as hell.
The crowd and Hill house it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And this offense gets on the board and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again.
We just won an overtime thriller.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains. And when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down.
Oh,
He's knocked down in
Jesus.
the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Mustangs send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the six. Get the pick six.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic, picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, SMU. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Missouri is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Columbia for some time. They're up by 21 over Michigan State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Yeah, Austin left.
Connection.
I'm gonna when I'm done with this game.
That one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. They go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Brings up 2nd down. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. He spins that thing down the middle. Got his man downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll try the run. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese.
And the ball's loose in the backfield.
Come on, bro.
That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
But they talking about Shador, which this according to sites that Shador goes. Some guys Shador following his pass in 3rd round.
Just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go.
I don't see him falling out the top 10, though. I really don't.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down.
Yeah.
They'll run the screen. Got room at the 35. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
I'm at halftime.
Back to work on offense now. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those
going for the big play. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a...
Y'all fucking around and get Jackson. You dual threat.
Mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that and checked it down or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
At the 35, he's got room. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Offense gets set for 2nd down. With jet sweep pass. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the 1st down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field.
Democrat.
He'll take it on the return. Slips through the line. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all
This PSN is a Democrat?
Sweet return there.
Oh.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get landed.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. He's looking for an open man on second down. And that pass picked off. Got room on the return. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
You called him?
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark
Caught him,
on this
Pete?
team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Lofts one high and deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Out of the gun to give to the back. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Mustangs are rolling down the field. Right back to it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Sends it downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's not afraid to go deep. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. He just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. A shot toward the end zone. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They're able to come away with a pick.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Going over the top. Fires the pass. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 30. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
How about the athletic ability by the big fella? You know, you got those big linebackers in there used to taking on fullbacks and offensive linemen the whole game. He understands for passing situations. I'm getting drops. I'm getting deep in my drops, playing the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, making the INT. What an athlete.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Mustangs. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. To the ground with the back. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the 1st down.
He wants to take the top off. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
So now on comes the field goal unit. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it. Lost one deep down the right side. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39.
I seen that shit.
Back to the quarterback. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. He makes the catch. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
They've got the weapons to stay aggressive. They just made a big play. Let's see if we can take a shot here into the end zone, score, and try to save as much time on the clock as we can.
Oh, and he just dropped it.
He was the greatest. He was the greatest in the 90s.
Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Throws for the tight end. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
You know, it's a good decision.
No, Charles Barkley should have won because Charles Barkley had Danny Ainge.
You can live to play another day here on this drive.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires left. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. No room to
Oh, Real just joined the chat to be provocative.
making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Heat up them pass
He was a superior athlete to everybody.
In this situation, when I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock
No,
tick
shut up.
away.
Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
You always gotta say some bullshit. That's how you know LeBron the GOAT.
Coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats?
D-Wade was the MVP of that team.
That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And you see so many
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. D-Wade was the MVP of that team. Oh, 2008.
They know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Nothing's working right now in the pass game for this guy. This is the nightmare scenario. He's already been picked off 3 times. That one got swatted away. Lucky it wasn't another interception. This quarterback is not playing with a ton of confidence.
It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
First game of the year, you're always worried about turnovers, right? And this guy has the ultimate nightmare on his first touch of the year. Puts the ball on the ground. He's got to be able to flush that out now. You got to get ready to go play the next play.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They'll leave it with him. Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a 1st down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And I love this defense coming up big late in the 4th quarter. 2 sacks in a row all over this quarterback.
Feeling some heat. They get to him as he throws. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The quarterback takes a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.